In this video, we'll cover the different types of broadcast settings that you can configure for your event. Now, when you're logged into your VuLive account, simply navigate to Broadcast on the left side menu, and then you'll be able to access this screen. Here we have all the options that are available for our broadcast settings. As the first available option, we have None, which would be applicable if we don't have a live event broadcast and no pre-recorded sessions are going to be live streamed during certain days or times, but instead maybe our event is just focused on replays. In that scenario, we could choose None for the broadcast settings. Next up, we have Scheduled events. This event type is the best for one-time events that are not recurring, and we can use a mix of pre-recorded and live sessions in this event type as well. If we go into the page settings of the scheduled event type, we can first see the page settings. So by checking or unchecking this box, we can make the broadcast page visible or hide it from our users. We can also differentiate between user types by hiding the page for certain user types. So for example, if only VIPs will be able to access the broadcast page, we can simply hide it for basic users. Next up, we have the scheduled event settings. So in here, we set the start date and start time for our event. We set the time zone for our event. This is important. And we can also set a time zone abbreviation, which will be used throughout the system, which users can also see throughout your event. Further on, we have our sidebar settings. So on the broadcast page, there will be different widgets that users can access. So first of all, we can choose to make the schedule visible so that users can view the upcoming sessions. We can choose to show or hide live chat, where users can interact with each other. And we can choose to add a third custom widget to the sidebar, which we can simply add via an embed URL in this field and choose to make visible or hide it via this checkbox. And towards the bottom of the settings, we have our static banners, desktop and mobile. Now, in a previous video, we've covered that you can set banners on the session level as well. So each session can have certain banners attached to it. Now, these settings are for universal static banners. So whichever banners you choose to upload here will be displayed throughout your whole event across all event sessions. So this might be useful for a certain upsell that you want to promote on every single session throughout your event. In that case, you don't have to manually add it to each session in your schedule. You can simply choose to add the static banner right here to show it throughout the whole event. In order to upload the banners, simply click on these buttons. On desktop, you can choose between a full width banner or a reduced size banner, so you can also add multiple banners for desktop and mobile. And for mobile, the same thing. Simply click here to add your mobile banners. Keep in mind, mobile banners should be square format and banners for desktop should be landscape format. As the next event type, we have Evergreen events. This is the best option for recurring events that use the same sessions every time that the event launches. Going into the settings, we have the same page settings as before, so we can simply show or hide the broadcast page for certain users. And here we have the Evergreen event settings. Here we can set the start time of the event and the sign up cutoff date. This will be the date up until which users can sign up for your Evergreen event. You can choose until the event starts, until the end of day one of your event, or until the end of your event as options for your cutoff type. Lastly, you can adjust the start delay type for your event. What this means is that you can choose to have your event play throughout certain days throughout the year. In that case, you can simply select delay until next calendar date and use the calendar to highlight the dates during which your event should play out. Or you can choose delay a number of days and then simply add the number of days into this field. This option is referring to the access that users get upon registration. So when a user signs up, you can give them 14 days of access to your event by simply entering 14 in this field. So in short, the delay a number of days option gives users a preset number of days of access to your Evergreen event, and the delay until next calendar date option lets you choose the Evergreen replay dates of your event on a calendar. Don't forget to set the time zone for your schedule in this field. The sidebar settings and static banner settings are the same as with scheduled events. Last but not least, we have the live stream event type. This is the best option for either in-person events where you want to add a virtual arm to your events and you simply feed a live stream into your VuLive portal, or a fully live event that you're doing via a platform like Zoom, for example. Diving into the page settings, all settings here are the same as with the other event types except live stream settings. In here, you can select your stream type that you want to feed into your VuLive portal for users to watch. For stream type, you have 3 options. First up, we have MUX, which is the best if you use Zoom or OBS or a similar software, and you can simply enter your stream URL as an M3U8 link into this field and then select your MUX streams here. You can also give your stream a nickname and make it usable in your session builder as well. For a detailed walkthrough of how to configure the live stream settings for going live via Zoom or similar softwares, please refer to our separate training on going live via your VuLive portal. The next option for stream type is a custom stream type. You can enter an M3U8 link or a dash link or similar and enter your verify URL in this field. Lastly, we also have an embed code option. In here, you can simply add a custom embed URL for your live stream into this field in order to go live using your custom embed code. Once you've chosen your preferred event type, don't forget to click Update on the bottom right corner of this view. And this is how you configure the different types of events in your VuLive account.